Hi, this is Carrie Rhodes with CarrieStamps.com, your Fun Stampers Journey Coach. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make a gift tag treat holder. It looks like this. It'll be all tied up with twine right here, but I left this one open to show you that you put a little candy right here, your treat, and then right here is where you'd write your message where I've stuck my business card. So today, the one I'm going to show you is actually a Christmas themed one, but they're really easy to make for any holiday or any occasion. And you can put the little York peppermint patties fit great in here, and also the little Ghirardelli squares too. So let's get stamping. Let's take another look at our gift tag treat holder. It opens here, and inside you can put your little treat, and I put my business card. All right, so the one we're making today is the Christmas one, and I'm going to show you how to do this. We're going to start with a piece of cardstock that measures 2 3/4 by 6 1/4. Then we're going to score that. So to score it, I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. I'm going to put my cardstock in at 3 inches and give it a score. I'm going to flip it around and score it again at 3 inches on the other side. So now we just have 1/4 of an inch that will become the bottom of our tag. All right, the next thing we'll do is fold on those score lines so we can kind of see and reference the front half without getting too close to that middle part. All right. Then I'm going to decide which part is the inside. I'm going to stamp that first using the Happy Merry stamp set. I'm going to use the word Merry first. I'm going to use my grid paper to line up my stamp, and then also the grid on my block. And the ink I'm using is Whipped Cream True Color Fusion ink. And I'm going to stamp this right here. And then we'll do Christmas. Also going to use my grid paper and my block to get that on there straight. I love this scripty writing on Christmas. Isn't it cute? All right, then my paper straight with my grid. There we go. So because we can see the printed image on the stamp, it makes it really easy to line that up. This is not a sticker, it's actually printed into the foam. So it lines up exactly with my image. I love that for easy stamping. And then we get the crisp image from that deeply etched red rubber. All right, so we stamped that first so we could let that dry, and also we won't have any bumps because once we decorate the outside, it's hard to stamp the inside with all the bumpy pieces on there. So we're going to first stamp our poinsettias just to give that some time to dry. And I'm using the Poinsettia Burst stamp set, one of my favorite Christmas stamp sets. I'm going to use the smaller of the 2 poinsettias. And I just have a scrap here of white or whipped cream cardstock. I actually really like to stamp or ink my stamp upside down. I feel like I get more even coverage that way. And when I have a bold image like this, I tend to let my stamp head rest there for just a second. So I know I'm going to get, you know, solid, even ink coverage on there. Okay, then we're going to use the Kiwi Slice ink pad and one of the leaves from that set. And again, I forget, with these solid images upside down, so much better. And we'll just press and hold that. And then we're going to take this to the platinum machine and die cut it with the coordinating dies. Now that our stamping is all done, we're going to decorate the cover of our gift tag. I'm going to use some of our Christmas printed paper. Isn't that pretty? It's from the Christmas Cheers assortment of paper. So I just cut a 1-inch strip, 1 by 2 3/4, and I'm going to put that right across the front cover so the Merry Christmas is on the back. And then I'm going to add the 1/4 inch strip, so 1/4 by 2 3/4, just a little extra decorative piece at the bottom there. All right, then we'll add the leaf to our flower. I put just a little dot of glue on the end of the leaf and pick the corner I want the leaf to go in. Press and hold that. And to mount this to the tag, I'm going to use some foam squares. I like to put one halfway on the leaf and halfway on the flower just to help hold that in place. And then we can go ahead and put this onto the front. Oh, before I stick this on, we want to notch these corners. So don't stick that on before you do this part. From just a piece of paper that was bound for the recycle bin, I cut this so that it is 2 3/4 by 3 inches, which is the size of the front piece. I'm going to fold that in half and take my scissors and cut off a little triangle. Now I have a pattern that I can use to notch the front of my tag. Just line that up and use your scissors to snip off those corners. And then you know they're going to be the same, and we can do the same exact thing on the back side as well. And you don't have to have any special tool to make those notches. And then you can reuse this if you want to make more of these. Okay, so there we go. Now we can stick on our poinsettia, like so. And then we want some gold splatter on here. So I'm going to bring in my splatter box, put my tag in it, and I'm going to be using my gold silk. And to use this, we need to shake it up so all the shimmer gets mixed in with the liquid. And then remove the lid and tap that on. As much or as little as you want, and I do like mine all over. And it's quick as that. It's done. Now we need a hole in the top of our tag. So I'm going to be using the Fun Stampers Journey press punch, and I like to kind of get it in the middle, and using my little grid mat here, I can kind of see it needs to be in the middle of that square. So that just helps me line it up. I'm not too particular about actually marking it and things like that. So now I have my hole here, and then I'm going to use that first side as a template to do the same on the back. So then we have our hole for our opening, and we've got our gold silk there. It's all dry. We've got Merry Christmas. It's all dry. So now we need to add our cute little candy for the inside. Now here's our little York peppermint patty we're going to add. You could also use some of those Ghirardelli squares of chocolate. Those would work great here too. I'm putting some of our white liner tape on the back so it'll hold it in there, and peel that backing off to expose the sticky tape. And we'll put that right there. Then we're going to tie this shut with some of our gold twine. Need about 8 inches, I think. Yeah, about 8 inches, just so you have enough to really make a loop and tie it, and then you might have to trim your ends down a little bit. Tie that. And then once I get it tied, that's when I like to play with my bow and make it a little cuter. And then you can, like I said, come back and trim these so they're even. And that's that. Let me bring back in the one I did for the fall. This paper right here that I die cut my leaf with is actually a print from my gel press, and this piece right here is also from my gel press. And you can see I did the gold silk and a piece of designer paper and my little treat in there. So these make great little gifts just to give maybe with a present. It has a piece of candy in it, or maybe you just want to give them out like this. They're really cute and quick and easy. You can, you know, add any designer paper and any stamped image on there that you like. And you can find all the things I use to make this little treat in the description box below, and a link there to shop at my online store if you'd like to purchase any of them. You can also find me on my blog at carriestamps.com, and come subscribe to my channel so you can see all of my cute creations in the future. Thanks so much for watching. Happy stamping!